this week's vlogs. They are flying by, aren't they?
Oh yeah, we never seem to be off them now, do we? Sorry if we keep doing your head.
We are managing to do weekly videos now, but they're coming round, like we say, very quickly.
Just a bit.
So this week's one has got both of us using different power tools.
Yeah.
Scary stuff, females and power tools.
No,
And then, no what?
not scary stuff you use in the power
No?
tool.
Okay.
Takes a bit off me.
And then we've had engine problems, haven't we?
Just a bit. Just a bit. We're getting there though. We are working on it. Are you going to tell them?
No, you
Or are
can't.
they going to watch it? Apparently we've had engine trouble with the starter motor. Fuses, no batteries, and well, I think you might just have to watch and find out what we've got on. And then come back and we'll talk about it when we're finished.
So please don't forget, if you enjoy our content, please press like and subscribe to the channel so we can grow the channel. We are still novices at this really, aren't we? We've only been liveables for 2 years and we're just trying to give you a true picture of what boat life's really like, what experiences we have.
The pitfalls, the rises, the good bits, the bad bits, and we're all learning it as we go.
Warts and all.
Really? We ever got one of them?
So yeah, we'll see you at the end.
In a bit.
Just to prove it's not always pull on the power tools, I can actually use them as well. I'm just cutting some pallet wood. I've marked it. So I'm cutting 10 centimetres square off the end to make some smaller signs and some longer pieces the other end to make some bigger signs that we're going to paint up and decorate to go in our shop. And then I'm going to cut some of these pieces in half so they fit on the fire. So be warned, woman with tool.
We're going to do it as fast as we can. Ready?
As we don't have mains electric on our boat because we're out on the cut now, we've got the engine running so that we can run our power tools off of them as well.
Oh, from big power tools to little power tools. We're trying to glass engrave. Shall we see how it turns out? We have used it once before and done 2 glasses as the first and second time of doing it. This is only the second time of doing overall, so we'll see how we get on. I'll see you in a bit.
Yes.
Of our local pub, this is for the bar staff. Morning, how are we? Well, we've come to a problem. That's as much as we've got. We've got a dead battery. Time to see what's wrong with it.
And we were meant to be going to Gorilla Bar for trading today, so we are hoping we can get it sorted because we're due to be down there for 1 o'clock. It's now about 8:30. So we're going to see if we can put the van battery on and see if that will get us going to get us down there.
Because there's a garage down there. See whether we can charge it. So, hence me being stuck in the engine bay. I don't always start with the engine hatch open to start a boat. But, apart from doing the obligatory, need to, if I can turn around and see it, but Tash might have to read the numbers for me if I can get there.
So we're just putting the voltmeter on the battery to check it, and it's just confirming it is dead.
What's it reading? 12?
12.
I can't see it from...
Yeah, 12.
Mine just need charge.
So the possibilities are, aren't they, is it's either the battery's just died and we need a new battery, or maybe the alternator's gone as well.
Well, that's the other one, but I won't know that until we can get the boat started.
Yeah, so we'll start it with the van battery like we say. Try and get down to Gorilla for trading today.
See if we can get down there before the garage comes.
Yeah, there's a garage down there, so we'll see if we can get some help from them. Get the boat battery charged and see if it does hold it or not. And then work out if we need a new battery or a new alternator.
Yeah. Hey ho.
As you can see, it's a very small space to work in, not the easiest thing to do in the engine bay. But there's the battery out of the van, sat on the back at the moment. And Paul's just in this really tight corner, trying to get the starter battery out so we can put the van battery in and see if it does the trick and we can move. There's the culprit, there's the dead battery. Got one very knackered looking terminal with lots of horrible mucky stuff around it.
Calcium.
Which is
I
calcium.
think it's calcium. But whatever it is, it's a leak because of the
So that could be the reason we're having problems. But put the van one in and see what happens.
The only downside to doing this is it could flatten that one, which then means we've got no van to turn around and move to get a battery either.
I know, it's a chicken and egg situation really, isn't it? But we'll sort it. Just be careful twisting with your back.
Yeah. Whatever I do, it's not going to be right anyway. You know what boat stands for, don't you?
What?
Bring on another 1,000.
We haven't done bad up till now, have we really?
No, we haven't.
We haven't really had any problems. Yes, we've been sat in a marina, but we haven't had any problems. We've done a little bit of cruising. I think it's always going to go wrong. Like
And it's only the first couple of weeks of being out of the marina.
Yeah.
And like we don't know how long the batteries have been on board, so like the boat's 14 years old, so it's a case of we're sucking and seeing, unfortunately. And it's how you learn. Boy, steep learning curve. Ow. And that's without being in the engine bay. Right, so I keep looking at this problem that we've got. I've checked the battery. Yes, there's that bit of corrosion around the terminal block, which just needs a wire brush really, but I need to get one of them. I've checked it, it's at 12.97, so we've got, to me, enough power in the battery to turn this over. Trying to diffuse it, we've got the key we turn on, we get lights on the ignition for turning the key, so we know we've got power running to that. The next stage, we turn around and come down to the solenoid. If you don't know what a solenoid is, it's a big round block with a little like block on top. Yeah, it's like a little. I'll find a picture and attach it in a bit. Yeah. We've got to the point. I've turned the key on. We've got the isolator switched on. We get a click on the solenoid connector. Yeah. So I've just got to test the actual solenoid to see whether we've actually got movement on the actual mechanical bit that drives the engine. But we're working on this slowly, so I'll come back to you when I've done that bit. But we've got the click for the actual solenoid engaging. So we've moved a step on. It's not the battery. See, that'll do it. So that is the solenoid. Yeah. That big lump of metal there. Yeah. That's the big chunky bit that provides the turn. And then that little bit is the bit that does the click. So I need to check. Yeah.
that's where the wire off the battery comes, that red one. Yeah. So it goes into, and that provides the click. If I turn around and switch that on and attach, just to turn it over, you'll hear the buzz from the engine and you should have a click. There you go. You hear the click then. That should be it.
So quite handy, quite helpful. There was a plate on top of the engine so that when you're trying to work in this such confined space you have actually got somewhere to lean. And if you've got a small bottom you can kind of put your bottom on it as well.
I can do that. So, morning. That was the offending article. A fuse, a blown fuse. But, I didn't see them. Come here, I'll show you. So after chasing all the issues with the battery, and checking that over, and working the wiring through, trying to find out which one it was, and thinking it was the solenoid, we ended up with a man who came to help me out. So we spent 2 hours trying to track it down. We went from the engine, we went to the dials, the switch, the ignition key, we took the back off, we tried tracing various bits of electrics, we got the multimeter out, we had it out anyway, but we were like trying to track continuity of wirings, and when we were just about to give up, I turned around and said, "What's this blue wire do? Is this the blue wire that tracks back to behind the panel?" And when he turned around and thought about it, we had a look at it, he went, "I found it." And I'll show you why. We've had to do a bit of cleaning up, but if you can see it, behind the solenoid, just in front of the alternators, because we've got two, we've got one for the battery and then one for the starter battery, there is a relay and 4 fuses. The fuses were the fuse covers were dirty, so they didn't stand out as clean as what they are there. So we cleaned them up and we worked out which one it was that was faulty.
But it didn't work first time, did it?
Well, no. We had a broken one of them and we put it in and it still wouldn't turn over. So I've raided the van. Yes, the beloved camper van. For our alternative means of transport. And pulled out a 25 amp fuse. Fitted it in and boom, it turned over. Guess what I'm going to do today? Buy some replacement fuses.
Let's just show our engine actually works.
Yeah, and let me get out and you watch, it won't work now. The fuse will have blown. Right.
At least we know where it is now.
Right. Starter on. And I don't recommend you do this while standing on your engine. There you go! It turns over and starts. We could have gone out shopping yesterday. See you later. Have a nice day.
So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something interesting on there.
I did. I've learnt something new.
What have you learned?
How to glass engrave.
Yeah.
There you go. I have tried. And I've learnt a bit more about my engine too. But like, hey, we'll see how that goes. Not 100% yet, but there's more to come with different electrical stuff.
Yeah, our luck seems to have run out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's time for us to hit that snowy pillow of trouble.
But at least these things are happening now before we go out on the cut properly at the end of March.
Yeah, we're learning now. Sharp learning curve.
Whilst we're still local, got people that we know that we can call on for help, get things sorted. But the good news is with the glasses, isn't it? Started off doing 2 glasses for the bar, done 6, and now it looks like we're going to be selling them as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Please, like we say again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.